Hello, hello, hello there. Let me get this going here. Perfect. Well, hello. Just here to play some poker and talk a little about what the fuck is going on in the U.S. Wow, why did I fold? I guess I was getting this set up. Oh. Okay, hello, my name is Johnny D's Nuts, aka Home of the Bone, aka Bard of the 21st Century. And we're going to listen to a little bit of Deep Fat Fried. I'm going to listen to some Deep Fat Fried and give my thoughts on their commentary. Or just commentate over their commentary about recent events in the last, just this month or the last few months or at least the last year. The culmination of events have led to this, the breaking of the dam of current events. And the onslaught of flooding the zone has really gotten to us as citizens. I think liberals are moving more left. MAGAs are starting to question. MAGA politicians and MAGA voters are starting to question the cult leader, the death cult leader, aka Trump. Okay, here we go. So TikTok videos are stuck in review or editing. Views are dropping. User interaction is dropping. Censored Epstein. Censored Palestine. Just the U.S., you can't use Epstein. So the Zionist billionaires are now trying to control Trump. Oh, man. Trump is totally compromised by Israel, and now he's going to war. Iran is going to be bombed in a few days, probably. Again. This is Trump's deal with the Zionist billionaires to get rid of TikTok's Chinese ownership so they didn't ban it. I mean, Biden was also trying to get rid of TikTok, too, from Chinese ownership and censorship. But now look at the United States censorship now. Zionist and Zionism are now hate speech on TikTok. I was taught about Zionism in my 6th grade social studies class. They talked about Zionism being the Jews that inherited Israel after World War II. And we learned about the 3 Abrahamic religions in social studies in grade 6. And I learned about the term Zionism from there. So, are you telling me? And, you know, I also had to read off the N-word in Mark Twain, or Huckleberry Finn, or whatever it was. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, right? Not Tom Sawyer, right? Huckleberry Finn's Tom Sawyer's more of a kiddie book. Huckleberry Finn's more of an adult-themed book, I'm afraid. And everybody just called him the N-word Jim, you know? So we read that off in class. They didn't make us say N-word. The teacher had us read out and people were giggling, or, you know, the teacher told no one to giggle and get used to that term or the reality of that term and how, I don't know, it's weird. It's an all-white school. I don't know why the teacher was having us read off the N-word in Huckleberry Finn. Maybe they were seeing which students did the hard R or the A. But anyway, Zionism or Zionist is now considered hate speech. Oh, man. And now Trump is saying, after he does his deal with Zionism and after the murder of Rachel Good and Alex Parody, he's saying you shouldn't be walking around with a gun. That's no good. And now, I don't know what MAGA's going to think, but I know the NRA is pissed. They don't have any, it's the goalpost keeps moving with these people. They defend the Second Amendment so much until leftists or liberals carry, and they're disarmed, and they're not, and leftists aren't even brandishing a gun or holding a gun. It's 1984. It's all 2 + 2 = 5. Nothing makes sense anymore. It's post-truth. We have Jordan Peterson to thank for this. We have Ben Shapiro to thank for this. We have Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Rush Limbaugh, for Christ's sake. It's just, the goalpost moves constantly. It's disheartening and upsetting that I can't change people's minds by simply showing them the truth to rid their incorrect opinions. They act like their opinions are facts when they're misinformed opinions. Basically, the Good Samaritan in the Bible would have been killed by these MAGA Christians or the ICE. That's what they believe in. Because Alex Good was simply helping a woman up that had fallen down, that was pushed by ICE. He had no weapon except his camera. That's not a weapon. He had a weapon on his person, but nothing in his hands besides a camera to document what ICE was doing illegally. And he had a firearm, and he never even drew it. He was a caregiver. He wasn't a killer. He had no instinct to even defend himself. He was getting beat in the head. And now Christy Nome and whatever that cunt is that runs the press secretary. Christy Nome. Fuck, what's her name? The blonde chick with lip injections, the press secretary. She's lying to us, along with Christy Nome, the border czar, or whatever, the ISAR. Department of Homeland Security, whatever. It's all fucked. And now you can't even talk about it on TikTok. So I guess people are leaving for Red Note. Just search Red Note in the App Store. I like my hand, but this controller is fucked. Oh. Hell yeah, I just won. Like, we don't have a right to protest now. We don't have freedom of speech, right to protest, right for assembly. We don't have that. Now Trump is saying we don't have the right to bear arms. So I'm just wondering what the NRA is thinking about all this. I guess they have a Twitter. Let me see what the NRA is saying on Twitter. I think they're upset about this. Or at least saying... They tweeted 14 hours ago, the NRA unequivocally believes that all law-abiding citizens have a right to bear and keep and bear arms anywhere they have a legal right to be. So there you go. I don't know, man. Wow, it really took MAGA to kill the Second Amendment when they acted like Obama was coming for it. That's incredible, man. So let me guess. Everyone who voted for Trump gets the right to bear arms, and reasonable assembly, and right to speech, and freedom of press, and freedom of speech, and freedom of listening. If you voted for MAGA, you get all those things. If you voted for Trump 3 times, you have to vote for him 3 times to get all those things. 2016, 2020, 2024. If you didn't vote, or you voted for a third-party candidate, or Kamala, we citizens don't get the right to bear arms. We don't get the right to vote. We don't get the right for speech, assembly, religion, choice of religion, freedom of or from religion. We don't get that. So I hope you maggots are happy that you're going to have a bunch of dissenting people in your midst at churches, your little re-education camps you're going to send us into. Okay? People are going to dissent. I mean, look how World War II turned out for Hitler, or even Mussolini, or the Nuremberg trials. Like, do you really think the world's going to stand by, and after the U.S. treats its citizens, its white liberals or leftists like this, that the rest of the world's going to stand by when the U.S. tries to treat the world like it's treating its own citizens? We got tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands people in Minnesota alone protesting ICE. And now, like, Kristi Noem's about to get fired. That short boots guy, the short guy in the tall boots and the stupid jacket, Bonvoni, but whatever his name is, who cares? He'll be a side note, footnote in a history book with his little mug on the. He looks like all 3 Ed and Ed characters combined. I think I can catch this flush. I got the king. Does he got the ace? Oh, he's got the ace. Just 1 club, not 2. Just 1 club, not 2. I win with the pair of 2s. That's crazy. 2 pair and the jacks. Okay. Well, the jacks are on the table, so I won with the 2. That's crazy. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, fuck. Chat, remind me what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So the only people who's going to have rights in this country are white people who voted for Trump. Not any other, just Caucasian, just like people of English or German. I don't even know if Italians will make the cut. They might because of World War II they were fascists. So I don't know, but they don't have those Aryan genes that MAGA is so proud of. So yeah, rest in peace TikTok. Not like I ever made an account anyway. So I dodged that bullet in data collection. That's hilarious. But now the Chinese government and the American and Israeli government has all my family's data. But I never made a fucking TikTok account. Because I've been on YouTube. I've never even I made a Twitch, but I never streamed on it ever. I made a Twitch to watch other people or comment on other people. But I've just been on YouTube since like 2011, not making content, but just commenting or watching age-restricted content, you know, just 18 plus stuff. And so I'm just glad. I hope people come back to YouTube. If they like the shorts, they got YouTube Shorts. I hope TikTok Exodus. There's like over 200% of undownload or deleting the app, uninstalling the app. A 200% rise in deletes and uninstalls for TikTok. since the Zionist billionaires took over and censored Epstein and made Zionist or Zionism hate speech. So I don't. Isn't that just like creationist, Zionist? It's like, it's just saying a thing. Zion is a place, and you're a Zionist. So you believe that this place is inherent to you, even though I have a Bible for my mother that labels that area of the map. It calls it Palestine. And this Bible is from like the 1930s or 40s, 50s, or 60s. I'm not good at dating books, but it's from one of those decades. I guess before World War II, or before Israel was established by the UK and the United States, because they didn't want to take all the Jewish refugees. So they just dropped them down in Palestine, and here we are 80 fucking years later. Accelerationists are right. I'm gonna sit on my ass and just talk about it and do nothing because I'm a fucking mental and physical cripple, and I work enough as it is. But protests are gonna rise. People are gonna die from ICE, from Homeland Security, from cops, from National Guard, from Marines, from Trump's MAGA militia force, whatever. His pardoned January 6ers are going to start joining ICE and killing people. They already have, okay? Anyone who didn't vote for Trump 3 times, they're going to kill us. So we need to just hunker down, spread the word to vote for third party, hunker down with supplies, mind your own business, organize with friends and family. When I say organize, I mean for aid only. We're not going to organize any kind of acts of aggression or terror, they would call it. But we're going to organize aid in these snowstorms, these ice storms, these hurricanes, these tornadoes. We're going to organize. We're going to have water, clean water. We're going to have food we can prepare. We're going to have gas stoves, electric generators, gas generators, whatever. Okay? And we're going to survive this hell of climate collapse while the fascists try to tell us what's what. So make a network with people at work that think like you, people at school that think like you, people in your family that think like you, people in your neighborhood that think like you, people at a church or your temple or your synagogue or your mosque, wherever. Meet with people like you, organize, but don't commit acts of terror or aggression. Arm yourself at your house, because apparently Trump says you can't arm yourself in public. So I don't know how the NRA feels about that. But arm yourselves at home. And look for the warrant before you open the door. At least the judges are mostly on our fucking side, right? Anything to say, chat? Any questions? Rest in peace, TikTok. Rest in peace, Heart or Diamond. Shit. I got a pair of 9s. I can't believe it. I got the seat. 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 I got this. Here we go. Hurricanes crash in the dead of night. Tornadoes rip through the dying light. Billionaires sip on their finest wine while the world crumbles under nature's might. Wildfires rage like a savage beast. Thoughts sweep away what remains of peace. Not just the air as we fight to breathe, while the cold men smile from the golden wreaths. Solar flares, ozone tears, glaciers melt away. Rising seas, desperate pleas, yet they still betray. Do we ask, got so far, hope in disarray? Billionaires in the chairs watch us fade to gray. Cities drown under oceans claim. Lives washed out, but it's all the same. Seekers search for someone to blame while the cold hearts play their twisted games. Ash-filled skies, a Sunday's haze, dreams decay in apocalyptic days. Money can't buy a dawn's new blaze, yet they gamble with the world ablaze. Solar flares, ozone tears, glaciers melt away. Rising seas, desperate pleas, yet they still betray. Do we ask, go so far, hope in disarray? Billionaires in the chairs watch a fade of gray. Oh, crystal fascists run everything around me, saying dollar, dollar bill, y'all, dollar, dollar bill, y'all. I'm the best at the table. My local senator and state senator and governor and president are right-wing fascists, crystal fascists. Look up to Hitler, idolize that clown. I don't want to be here. I always have a frown when there's people dying in the street. What can we do to get them beat? Beat them at the ballot box, but they give us Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton or Kamala. That will never make us grin. We wanted Bernie Sanders, but now you give us Madani. He can't run for president, just like our dumb Uncle Donnie. Oh, I wish Mom Donnie could be president. He'd tell those billionaires to lower rent, and then we'd be safe, we'd be just fine, and then we'd be safe, just fine, and tried. We'd understand the sorrows that's been passing us by. There may be not much, but because of this greedflation, we all should have gotten better educations. I went to school to fly in planes, but then I had to keep a medication for my brain. And look at where it ended up. The crystal fascists fucked it up. ISIS killing legal citizens, of which they have no jurisdiction. What can we do but bear our arms in our homes, in the armchairs, bear our arms in our homes, meaning no harm. But if they come door to check our papers, we will give them, but they will fret. What can we do in the side of fear, where fascism was far, but now it's near and here? What can we do against the clowns that tell us how life should be, when we want to do the things they call illegal, but we call it free? Freedom, let it ring. The leftist knows the cause. Democracy will triumph. I know this because the people will fight against censorship, oppression, and fear. While we have stuff to fight for like women, pot, and beer. You can't take the good things from us. We've had too good a taste. Try to slander us. Give other people a bad taste. I need one more heart. Can I get it for this hand to complete? Never before in poker was I ever oh so beat. I didn't catch the flush, so I shall fold instead. I shoveled my whole driveway, and now I need to lie in bed. It's about time, Denny. Saltzar, I didn't have anything to show. I'll give you a clap and a nod as we progress this game. Ten and 3, I fold, not a hand for me to play. I'll just keep holding my chips and keeping the other players at bay. I should have kept my hand. Oh, never mind, that 10 wasn't a spade. Club and heart, 10 and 3. Nothing could be made. What can we do? What can be done? I mean, like, what does MAGA? They're just racists. They're just xenophobic, Christo-fascist racists, right? Like, I don't... What's the appeal? They all bought crypto. They're trying to get rich off Bitcoin and crypto while they collapse the U.S. economy, raid the Treasury, ruin the Fed. The Fed is like a mathematician. He's like the geek at school you don't argue with that gets all the answers right on the homework and the quiz and the test. And you just like learn from him and study from him and make friends with the geek and, you know. What the fuck? I'm so glad I never made a TikTok. Rest in peace, attention spans for millions of children and the Americans. I gotta straight draw, 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 straight draw. 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 I got my straight, got my straight, got my straight. Got my straight, got my draw. I'm gonna end the stream now. See ya all. I hope you don't fret or fear. I just want to get out of here. So thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you, my friend. Don't you worry, I'll bear your arms. Stay indoors. Upgrade. Upgrade. retarded. Oh, bye.